Will the insufferability of Khamzat superfans drown out the amazing performance that Khamzat puts on Dricus du Plessis, or does Dricus du Plessis, the barbarian himself, blast Khamzat across the canvas like it's a dirty sock? We shall find out in a matter of mere hours. Let me give you my picks, my predictions, and let's figure this out logically for some of the fights, and some of the fights illogically, and some of the fights we'll briefly touch on. So I'm gonna give you all my picks. We got Alibi Idris from, is that Kazakhstan, I think, versus Josep Morales, or Joseph Morales if you're from America. There are some flyweights, tough finale. I'm taking the favorite, heavy favorite, Alibi. He's got an alibi that'll make you say goodbye. That was a terrible joke. Now let's go up next. We got Karine Silvers versus Leone Barbosa. I'm going to take Karine Silvers. After that, we got Edson Barbosa versus Drakkar Klose. Edson Barbosa going back to lightweight and still cut, shredded, ripped. This is a tough one. It should be pretty close fight. Barbosa's slight favorite. I'm gonna have to side with Drakkar Klose. Been at lightweight for a minute now. Barbosa's coming back to lightweight. He has a couple KO TKO losses, so that's not that good. But look at who he lost to. Mr. Joel Alvarez, the 6'10" lightweight himself. A little bit of the Benny DeRouche back in his prime. You know, he hasn't faced the same level of competition, but look at that. He had a King Green back in his heyday. He's got a Rafa Garcia who throws heavy leather. Now, Joe Selecki, old mofo. Joaquim Silvers. I don't know much about Joaquim Silva. A BJJ guy. No, he's got some KOTKs. I should have known this guy. I think I've heard of him plenty of times. Beat Neil Magny in the grappling. I've had to see this dude fight. Ah, yeah. Fought Armin. Anyways, Drakkar Klose hasn't really faced the same level of competition that Edson Barbosa has. Barbosa known for his kicks. This is a tough fight. I could see how Barbosa is the favorite, but man, going back up in weight, 39 years old. Not a bad record. Like, he doesn't have a perfect record, but man, this one, the kicks of Barbosa are gonna be lightning quick. Still got them hands. Drakkar Klose though, what is he, like 31, 37 himself? Oh my God, 37? Jesus. Man, I don't know. But sometimes it ain't about the age, it's about the miles. Look at that record, 24-12 versus 15-3. 18-12 in the UFC, but against much better competition. I gotta have to side with Drakkar Klose. Like, Barbosa just has them fight miles on him. He been being chased by rabid dogs for a hot minute. I don't see how he can keep fighting for this long at 39. And it's not like 39 and 37 are that far apart, but it's like an exponential graph, you know. You're in your 18, 20, 25, 27, 30, 31, 33, 35, 37, 39, and it just goes up like that. You hit 40, you're just going straight up, unless your name's Jared Cannonier. So I don't know. That's a tough one. I'm gonna side with Drakkar Klose. It's going to be a dope striking matchup. We're going to see who can do the work of the Unks. I think this is the first Unk matchup on the card. I don't think it's the last, though. Next up, we got the youngest Unk of all, Mr. Alexander Hernandez. How is it now? Only 32, but he's been around the block. He hasn't been killing it as of late, but he's got that body. Look at those traps. Just built like a brick porta potty. But Chase Hooper, boy from my home state, I gotta side with him. His striking's been getting better. He was a wizard on the ground. He's growing up. He's maturing. Gotta go with Chase Hooper, and he's the big favorite. So gotta side with Hoopster, but this is a scary one. I could see Hernandez pulling off a victory somehow. So next up, we got Andrade, Lupi, Godinez. I'm gonna just side with Lupi on this one. Andrade is getting old, 33, but look at that record. It's not the age, it's the record. Now this one's different. Another battle of the Unks. Actually, isn't Michael only like 31? 30? He's only 30. Well, anyways. 29 versus 37-19. Michael gets submitted though. He's got like 6 submission losses, and that's Meerschaert's wheelhouse. I could see Mikkel just hurting them with heavy, heavy shots, swinging overhand rights, catching Meerschaert as Meerschaert posts on Mikkel, maybe dropping Meerschaert. Meerschaert goes for the legs. Michael tries to get out of it. Meerschaert stands up, maybe goes into the clinch. Somehow a rocked Meerschaert takes Oleksiejczuk down, chokes him out, or throws up an armbar or something crazy. I don't know. I think Meerschaert could get this done. Plus 200. I might side with him. So I got close. He's a puppy dog. And I got the old dog, Meerschaert. Definitely could see Michael just hurting him bad though, and then Meerschaert going out or just ref stopping it. But it depends on the ref. Like if it's Jason Herzog, probably gonna be a sub, eh? Probably gonna be a sub, eh? Up next we got Baisanger Sursurkayev versus Eric Nolan. Now Baisanger Sursurkayev just fought 20 seconds ago in Dana White's Contender Series, turning around, 9-0 prospect, 1 decision win, 8 KOTKO wins, undefeated versus Eric. What the kind of haircut is that, Nolan? Jesus Christ, it's like one of those toupees. You ever see that? What's that movie called? It's not Rat Race. It's that dude also in Rat Race. It's called like Mouse Trap or Mouse Hunt. What is that one called? Mouse Hunt movie. What is that one called? Mouse Hunt. That's what it is. The old guy. Who's the old guy from Mouse Hunt? Who's that old man from Mouse Hunt? That's not him, is it? Who's the guy I'm thinking of then? Is it Rat Race? Maybe I'm thinking of Rat Race. Too many gosh dang mice movies. Man, I can't even think. I'm just wasting time looking at pictures of this dude's bad haircut. Man, I can't. I gotta stop this. I gotta stop this. Is it Rat Race? Jesus Christ. Man, I'm just ruining this. Who's the old man? There's a bunch of old men. Anyways, you guys know what I'm talking about. Look at that haircut. Can we zoom in on that? Jesus Christ. Who told him to get that haircut? Jesus Christ. Look at this dude over here. Stoneder than a mofa. Man. Is that Dricus du Plessis' dad? What is going on here? What is happening with Eric Nolan? He's younger than me. No KOTKO losses. So this is crazy. This could actually end in an Eric Nolan victory because Sir Chimaev just fought 35 seconds ago in Dana White's Contender Series. But I gotta go with Bisonger. Look at that name. Look at that haircut. This dude, man, that's like Trevor Peake's older brother or something. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Up next, we got Unk Tim Elliott. Why do I say Unk, man? These people gotta stop saying Unk. I hate saying that. People got me saying it now. We got Tim Elliott versus Kai Asakura from Nippon. I'm gonna have to say Kai Asakura isekais Tim Elliott into a new dimension where Tim Elliott has to survive against man-eating frogmen. Look at his record. 20 victories, 14 other fights. Only one KOTKO loss. And when was that? That was a long time ago, wasn't it? That was a hot minute ago, wasn't it? Doesn't even say, does it? Did I just pass over it? But Tim Elliott likes to cheat. He likes to cheat. He said he cheats until the ref tells him not to cheat. I gotta say, hmm, will the wrestling of Tim Elliott be able to get it done? Because look at Asakura's record. He's not been fighting bumps. Like his losses, Manel Kape, okay. Tim Elliott ain't Manel Kape. Kyoji Horiguchi, great wrestler, great fighter. He's not Tim Elliott. Hermosa Kubo, not Tim Elliott, great wrestler. Pantoja, not Tim Elliott, great wrestler. He beat Juan Archuleta. He beat Kyoji Horiguchi back in the day. He beat Manel Kape by split decision. He beat Alatang Alatang. Okay, okay. And look at that. KOTKO 13 KOTKO records or victories on his record. Gotta go with Kaya Sakura. And you gotta hope that he beats the cheater himself, Tim Elliott. Doesn't Tim Elliott look like a guy you'd like to punch in the face really hard? So gotta go with Kaya Sakura. Up next, we got Jared Cannonier, Michael Page. This one's so tough, man. Jared Cannonier, super durable, but recently he's broken. What was it? Imavov that broke him or something? Or was it? I can't I always get those two mixed up. Yeah, Imavov broke him in round 4. That was a crazy fight. He beat Gregory Rodriguez. He broke Gregory Rodriguez recently. Lost decision to Kai Bohalio. But look who are the closest dudes to what's his name? Michael Venom Page. Michael Venom Page. Karate, stance, striker. Not necessarily a point fighter. He grew up doing point fighting, but he has power. Robert Whittaker, Karate Blitz. Izzy Adesanya, point fighting kickboxer with a karate stylish. This is tough. This is tough. Who else did he beat? Anybody else? Well, Anderson Silva. That was doesn't really count. Man, this one's tough. A lot of people picking MVP. I want to pick Jared Cannonier. He's only a slight underdog. Michael Page is going up to middleweight. Hasn't he fought at middleweight before too? Wasn't it Evangelista Santos at middleweight? Man, I think he's fought at middleweight before. No, 170? Maybe he hasn't. Maybe he hasn't fought at middleweight, but man, this is tough. One dude came down from heavyweight. One dude went up from welterweight. Quentin Jackson versus Muhammad Lawal. Dang, this is a while ago. Michael Chandler in the co-main. This must have been a crazy card. Tito Ortiz beating Alexander Shlemenko. Alexander Volkov. What the heck? This was a crazy card. Yeah, 170. Dang, Bellator had some banger cards. Man, Douglas Lima, not a Jared Cannonier type. Mike Perry. Logan Storley. Okay, Douglas Lima. Uppercutted him. Look at these fights. Logan Storley. Split decision with Logan Storley, who recently lost to Thad Gene, but this was 3 years ago. Logan Storley is a good wrestler. Machado Gary had to grapple him. When does Cannonier use the grappling? Ah, man, I want to pick you, Jared Cannonier. Cannonier. I gotta go Michael Page. He's slight favorite, not that big of a favorite. I gotta go Michael Page. I gotta go Michael Page. Cannonier's not gonna be as fast. MVP's looking to put a fresh coat of paint on him. Cannonier's 41. Fresh coat of paint at middleweight. I can't even talk right now. I gotta go Michael Page. I don't want to. I'm kind of gonna be rooting Jared Cannonier anyways, so it's a win-win for me. Gotta pick Michael Page, but I'll be rooting for the Killer Gorilla, 41 years old. If he can get it done, that'll be sick. Up next, we got Geoff Nayal versus Carlos Prates. So Jeff Neal and Carlos Prates, both southpaws, both heavy-handed. Neal, a boxer. Prates, a Muay Thai specialist. Again, I want to go with Jeff Neal. Same price? No, no, no. Oh, no, no. Yeah, more people picking Cannonier. Same price. Prates, more fights, more losses, more wins. Both southpaws. So I don't know. With this, Prates does get hit. Not that Jeff Neal doesn't get hit. He was getting hit by Shavkat, but he was landing on Shavkat. I don't think, even though Jeff Neal is hands of steel Neal, I don't think he has that one shot power like Prates does. Of course he doesn't. Like proof's in the pudding. Southpaw versus Southpaw though. I'm gonna have to say the Muay Thai fighter has more Southpaw versus Southpaw experience. I didn't go through the whole record seeing who they fought more of, who faced more Southpaws. But there are a lot of Southpaw Muay Thai fighters. Tons of boxers are Orthodox. I believe it's much rarer in boxing to be Southpaw. Whereas in Muay Thai, there's Southpaw Muay Thai fighters all the time. I don't know. I think Jeff Neal still trains out of Texas. I don't know. Maybe there's some good Southpaws in Texas, but boxing versus Muay Thai, Pratesh coming off a loss, trying to get that washed away. Jeff Neal looking good recently, but losing. Again, I gotta pick Carlos Pratesh. I want to pick Jeff Neal. If Neal does it with the boxing, though, that's a victory for the boxing dudes. So just like Cannonier. Gotta pick against him, but I'll be rooting for Jeff Neal. Gonna be a banger of a fight. I don't know if this goes the distance. Like if this goes the distance, I could see Neal pulling it off. I think Pratesh could finish him though, although Jeff Neal's got a chin of steel as well as some hands of steel. Up next, we got Laroni Pepperoni Murphy versus Mr. Grams, Mr. Dubsack, Aaron Pico Grams. Now, I was all over Murphy. I saw Aaron Pico at the presser or media day or whatever it was, and the way the dude talks, it makes me want to pick him. But I'm not gonna. I'm gonna side with Laurent Murphy. He's the underdog. UFC record 8-0 and 1 draw in the UF Sizzle. Was it a draw? Yes, Zubaira Tukhugov. On a Khabib Poirier card in Abu Dhabi. Aaron Pico, American fighting in America, getting that home country advantage. Aaron Pico has the tools to get it done. He is the favorite for a reason, but point fighting, good footwork, it's tough to beat those guys. Like he has the wrestling to do it. Look at that though. Look at that though. He wants to get the KO. Fell in love with his hands. Last dude he faced was Henry Corrales the Unk, 39. Beat him in round one. Pedro Carvalho, isn't he also not that young? No, he's okay. He's 30. Heard that name a lot though. James Gonzalez. Who is that guy? The Alley Cat. Look at that nickname. 35-year-old Alley Cat. Decision with the Alley Cat. Come on, bro. Come on. What's this guy's record? Takes everybody to decision. 7 losses. He's been beaten by TKO in round one. He's tough. He doesn't lose to KO, TKO submission, but man, you couldn't beat the Alley Cat, or you couldn't finish him. I mean, Jeremy Kennedy. Like these dudes aren't even close to the level. Adam Boric and Henry Corrales back in the day catching him. Lost to Jeremy Kennedy with shoulder injury. Lost by guillotine. That happens for wrestlers. It's understandable. First fight. And look at they had big records. He's been on a good streak. Got that shoulder injury. How did that shoulder injury affect him? 3 easy victories after that, but man, training for Mobsar too. Training for a wrestler. I might have picked Aaron Pico over Mobsar, which maybe is stupid because Mobsar probably beats him too, but undefeated in the UFC. Sure, he has a draw against Zubaira. Let me check out his record once more. Josh Emmett, probably a better name than anybody Aaron Pico's fought. Danny Gay, probably a better name than anybody's. Well, not better name. I mean better fighter. Edson Barbosa, for sure, a better fighter than anybody's fought. Josh Kulbau, dang good fighter. Probably better than anybody Aaron Pico's fought. Gabriel Santos, now we're getting down. Makwan Yermakani, Douglas Silva, Andrade, pretty good fighter. And this draw was also Abu Dhabi with a hometown dude. I could see Pico just point fighting him. Josh Emmett, he has a little bit of wrestling. Like, sure, he's more of a brawler. Josh Emmett's got more wins and the same amount of losses. Four more wins, same amount of losses as Aaron Pico. Gotta go with Little Murphy the dog. But if Aaron Pico gets it done, that'd be sick. I'll be rooting for Murphy, or not Murphy, I'll be rooting for Pico. It'd be cool to have some fresh blood that's not a point fighter. So these past three fights, picking the favorite, picking the favorite, picking the dog. But I'll be rooting for the other guys too. So whatever happens, I'm rooting Kai and I'm picking Kai. Don't really care too much about that. Picking Jared, rooting for Jared. Loopy, Chase Hooper, rooting for him and picking him. Dracar Close, picking him, rooting for Barbosa, Krine, Alibi. Last but certainly not my fun least, we got D Pizzle, DDP versus Cumshot, Chimaev. No disrespect. I just think it's hilarious. I know that's super disrespectful, but come on. Diddy P Diddy P, a man known for his heinous crimes against hundreds of people, probably. So I'm disrespecting this dude just as much as this dude when I say Diddy P versus Cumshot. Don't just come at me saying I disrespected Cumshot because I called him Cumshot. Diddy P, heinous dude versus something that, men do on the regular, natural bodily function. Really, I'm disrespecting Diddy P a lot more than Chimaev. This is 50-50 fight. This is a 50-50 fight. This is the African beast himself, the lion of the Serengeti, the lion of South Africa, versus the Chechen, Swedish, Russian. What is that flag? Abu Dhabi, or I don't even know these flags. UAE. He's an Emirati wolf. Oh, he looks kind of happy in that picture, eh? The Emirati warrior. Breaking it down. DDP does his best work. High guard, striking, kickboxing, but Muay Thai style high guard, lifting the front lead leg, very light on that lead leg, but mixing in the striking into a takedown attempt or just threatening the takedown. That's when he does his best work. High guard, throws a kick, couple shots with the punches, usually pretty straight punches too. And then he'll do that classic Dricus du Plessis overhand hooks that he's known for, but he throws straight punches too. I don't know if that's going to work for him. Khamzat's got good footwork. Khamzat may not be as effective of a striker, may not have the power that DDP has. Sure, he knocked out GM3. Sure, he knocked out who was it? Not Imabov. Um, who was it? Was it Imavov? I can't even remember. He got a couple KOs. Six KO TKOs. I think those are a lot of TKOs though. Let's see, where's his last KO? Li Jianglang, Jack Hermanson, Gilbert Burns, Kevin Holland. Joe Mushardy gets it. Reese McKee, he gets it. Ground and pound though. This was a legit on the feet KO. Who was it? Ikram Alaskarov. That's who he got. Now that was a tough fight. He was getting pieced up too. It's not like he just walked through Ikram. It was round one KO, sick KO. Was that at 170 or 185 back then? They buried this, huh? 180. What has Ikram even been up to, man? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. He got destroyed by Robert Whitaker in round one. Uh, and who did he fight after that? Man, I'm getting off track. Fought Andre Muniz. Uppercut to ground punches. Faster than Chimaev, but Chimaev, of course, matched up a compromised Whitaker. So, anyways, what I was getting at, DDP's Muay Thai, kickboxing, striking into takedown attempts or threatening the takedown at the end of a combination. I don't know if that last part will work. I don't know if he can threaten a takedown unless it's in the third round, fourth round, fifth round against a Chimaev that we all think will gas. Unless your name is Dag MMA and you don't believe Chimaev has cardio issues. I don't care if it's pacing issues, cardio issues, he's got issues. Dricus du Plessis got issues. Dricus du Plessis has been knocked out. Dricus du Plessis has been put to sleep by submission. I don't see. No, I definitely could see that happening. I could see Khamzat winning. I was on DDP for months. The last couple days, it's like I got a little angel over here and a little demon over here. And that angel has been talking to me for months saying, oh, DDP's got this. And then this little bearded, bald, Chechen demon over here keeps whispering in my ears, DDP, his striking is best when he mixes in a takedown. He ain't gonna be doing that. Chimaev's got that EPO. He's on that TJ Dilla sauce. I really think Khamzat could get the win. Does he choke out DDP? Very possibly. Does he KO DDP on the feet? I doubt that a lot. Does he TKO ground and pound DDP? Very likely. Although that'd be kind of hard to see. I don't see that happening actually. Likely though. More likely than on the feet. He gets his back, starts raining down shots. DDP's trying to cover up. I don't see it happening, but I'll say it's likely. Now DDP taking Khamzat to a decision and Khamzat winning on points. Likely. I could see Khamzat winning on points. Dricus du Plessis submitting Khamzat. Guillotine early while they're dry. Khamzat shoots, but Khamzat super tall and lanky, but somehow he drops super low. Shoots for the ankles and knees. Really hard to guillotine that low. But maybe he shoots against the cage. Cage kind of stops him. Dricus shucks him up, whizzes him a bit, bucks his hips, gets Khamzat into some sort of guillotine choke. Khamzat could probably get out of it, to be honest, but I don't know. Dricus du Plessis is an animal. Dricus chinning Khamzat on the feet. I could see that. It'd be tough work. This is an uphill battle for Dricus du Plessis. Dricus taking Khamzat to decision and Dricus winning on points. I could see that, especially if he gets a 10-8 in the later rounds. Like a draw for this. If Khamzat somehow wins the first three, completely doesn't pace himself and gasses, Dricus could definitely get a draw, retain the belt, or he could win on points pretty easily if he gets, not if he even gets a 10-8, if he just wins 3, 4, and 5. The more that I think about it, the harder it is for me to pick Dricus du Plessis, but I have to. I gotta go with the Angel over here. DDP, I'm gonna say DDP blasts that cum shot across the dirty sock that is the octagon canvas. We see a bloody cum shot, which is a disgusting image that nobody needs in their mind's eye. Dricus the Barbarian versus old Popeye himself, the Sailor Man. This is tough. Look at the odds though, plus 200, minus 240. I don't know if Hamza didn't have the hype, if he wasn't backed by a Muslim fan base. I don't know if Hamzat gets those kind of odds. So I gotta pick with the dog. I gotta go with Diddy P. But man, that's scary. That's gonna be intense. I think it's 50-50 fight. Originally, I thought it was 51 to 49 in favor of DDP. I'm almost thinking it's 49-51 in favor of Chimaev. Now that I really break it down and talk about it, I'll be honest. I think Chimaev has a super good shot of winning. But I also believe in the durability of DDP. I believe in the power of DDP and the strength of DDP, the size of DDP. I also believe in the effectiveness of DDP, although he's not as technical, I would say not as technical anywhere as Hamzat. Maybe striking defense, he's more technical. But just striking offense, maybe Hamzat's more technical. DDP might be more effective though. In fact, I would definitely say DDP is more effective. If I saw a fight, let's do some maths. If 10 days ago Chimaev pulled out, in steps Kamaru Usman, I think DDP wrecks him. If DDP had to face Gilbert Burns all those years ago instead of Chimaev, I think Dricus du Plessis wrecks him. Now that doesn't work out because Hamzat was scared of the BJJ of Gilbert Burns. Usman's a great wrestler, fantastic wrestler. Dricus, he's got subs. He's got a judo background. Not the best wrestler. Doesn't have the best wrestling defense in the world. But I think he's got enough. And I don't think he's scared to lose. He's lost twice before. Even if he does lose, I think he could bounce back. About to bounce back. Bounce to bounce back. About to bounce back. Bounce to bounce back. So I'm going to say DDP blasts that cum shot across the octagon like it's a dirty rag. And that's all I got to say about that. UFC 319, du Plessis versus Khamzat Chimaev. It's going down. Be there.